welcome to Roma Theory. I hope you're enjoying your Wednesdays. As Lukaku speaks up in his Belgium press conference, Lukaku spoke about this Roma start to this Roma experience, and Lukaku also kind of let all of his rage out regarding all of the, the hate that he's been receiving, because it would be a lie for everyone here to say that Lukaku has not been targeted by the media and by Inter fans especially. And all of this, rage from Inter fans kind of ignited a hate towards Lukaku that everybody in this league hates him apart from Roma fans. And we'll discuss it today. We'll discuss about I'll obviously go through what he said, because it's very interesting to see what he used, his own words. And then he also did speak, as I said before, about his start to this Roman experience, and he spoke about Nainggolan, so very interesting. So if you're ready, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Let's try and get 100 likes. And Lukaku gets 30 goals this season. I've said it. Click it down below. Right, let's start. I mean, it's not a massive interview. It's just a press conference. It's that typical press conference. But I thought I wanted to cover this because he is currently our biggest player, and it's very important to understand his mood, even in a context which is away from Rome, and maybe what Rome has given him in terms of confidence, in terms of morale and all of these things. So first of all, he spoke about this hate, this target that the media has basically chosen to do. And he said, there's been a lot of bullshit written about me. Many people have a lot to say about me. Most of those do not know me. I don't like to skirt around the topic. I will talk about this in due course, which is not now. But if I actually said how last summer went, everyone would be shocked. The biggest nonsense I read was that I was supposed to go to a club, which I won't name, but it didn't make any sense. There were times when I really thought I would explode. 5 years ago, I probably would have exploded. Now I've evolved as a person. Now I am focused on what I do best, playing football. I'm focused on Roma and on the Belgium national team. And as you know, and as you can probably see, I'm in good shape and I want to continue this form. I find this very intriguing and very interesting, which is a reason why I went live today, because I want to share my view on this. So basically, again, the one thing which I will say here, the fact that he's a Roma player definitely helps on my judgment, because I will never go against a Roma player. And in fact, this summer, I was the first one to question his decisions. And I was very confident about the Lukaku move, but the little percentage of me which wasn't that confident was because I feared that all of this media hate might have triggered him and he would never become the player he was before. 8 game weeks into the season, I got this wrong, but that was my only fear when it comes to buying Lukaku. I've always been convinced that Lukaku was going to be a game changer, and the results can be seen. Now, it depends on how you look at this. As a football player, nobody can question him. Nobody can question his abilities. Nobody can question his mentality. Nobody can question what he's won, what he's played for, because we are here sitting behind a camera and people are watching this on YouTube while he's a professional football player. So in that sense, in terms of a football player, nobody can ever even question him. As a human being who make decisions, I'm not involved in this because I'm neither an Inter fan and neither a Juventus fan, so all of this fear does not involve me. But as a person, there have been decisions which he's made this summer which to other fan bases it might look like he was a traitor and a traitor. But the point which I'm trying to make here, which again, I'm going to make this because I am defending him. He is my striker. He plays for my team. I mean, I would be crazy if I would go against him and call him a clown. But I'm not saying you can't be mad at him, but you never know what happened. You never know what happened. And this is the press. The press, the media, depict people with zero evidence. Nobody, apart from him and his agents, knew what his plan was this summer. Nobody knew the truth of why he said no to Inter. You know, the media said he said no to Inter because he didn't accept phone calls from Inter. That might be true, but how do we know it's true? They don't know. They're just making money from this. And he said there's been a lot of bullshit written about me, and I will speak about this in the near future so that everybody will know what happens. What happened this summer, and it's gonna be shocking. So nobody knows what happened to him, and by knowing nothing, you also have no power to question him. The perfect example here, is Dele Alli. Dele Alli is basically the perfect example of this, because once again, he's a player which has been targeted by fan bases, targeted by the press, targeted by the media, everybody against Dele Alli. Oh, he's lazy. Oh, he's a terrible player. Oh, he was great 70 years ago. He played one good year of football and then did absolutely nothing. And then Dele Alli speaks, releases an interview with Gary Neville last year, in fact, no, a few months ago, saying that he was basically depressed since he was 7 years old. He was adopted, and then all of a sudden the media goes, oh, pray for Dele Alli, hearts, 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 emojis, emojis, emojis. You can't go from one extreme to the other. You can't. You can't go 1 month, he's an absolute idiot, to the next month going, oh, Dele Alli, Dele Alli, Dele Alli, Dele Alli, everybody's with you. I'm with Dele Alli, support Dele Alli, blue heart, red heart, yellow heart. You can't do that, because that's inhumane. And this is a very similar discussion. People now have clashed against Lukaku because they've read how he's been depicted. In a few months, when he will actually say the truth, people will go, oh, Lukaku, oh no, I want to know what happened to you. And that's how it works. That is unfortunately how it works. So, again, 29th of October, Inter against Roma. Inter fans have prepared 50,000 whistles to welcome Lukaku back at San Siro. That's just the world of football. But, I mean, I've said it. Inter fans are acting as if no player has ever betrayed a football team in the history of this game. But it's not that, but it's the hate that he's received. And after all of this hate that he's received, all that you can do is not question his mentality. Because imagine, after all the summer you lived, signing for a team and scoring 7 goals in 8 games. That is strong mentality. And nobody will ever question him. Another thing about Lukaku, which I think is very important, is he was coming from the Premier League. You know, before he went to Chelsea, Lukaku was, you know, with that year he won the league title with Inter under Conte. Lukaku was top 5 strikers in the world. I mean, I remember Lukaku that season, he was unstoppable. Then he went to the Premier League, had a very bad season. I don't know why. We will never know why. We all know the English media, how toxic it is. He comes back to Italy, and then he has difficulties. It's very easy to point the gun, people always say. It's very easy to point the gun. It's always harder to remove the trigger from your finger. And that's the perfect definition of this. I think we are nobody to question, hate on him. And I'm speaking on the behalf of Roma fans, who obviously have nothing against him. Inter fans, who've called him an absolute clown. Juventus fans, who didn't want him. And all of the fans around Italy and Europe, which due to listening to the media and how they depicted him, now he looks like an absolute idiot in a bunch of... Yeah, he looks like an absolute idiot now. That's not how it works. That is not how it works. And he said he's going to speak in a few months, and we will know the truth. And I'm very curious to see, because yeah, I mean, the question does come, why didn't he come to Inter? But it's more than just he didn't accept the phone calls. I mean, that's something you read in a Vogue magazine. It's more than that. So I'll be very curious to see what Lukaku has to say about this period. But look, he's transformed this negative period into one of the best. I mean, he's the reason Roma are scoring goals. He's the reason Roma are hopefully escalating more positions after a very bad start. And yeah, he's already conquered the center of attention in this team in terms of leadership, in terms of popularity within fans. So yeah, I mean, let's enjoy Lukaku until we have him. And then the second thing which he said was about Roma. I immediately felt good at Roma right from the start of the negotiations. I also have to thank Raja Nainggolan for the contact with the club. He informed me very well about Roma and the fans. Of course, I also had many conversations with Jose Mourinho before accepting. Nainggolan is an absolute legend. I mean, both Belgian teams, Belgian national players. Yeah, I mean, the two biggest individuals for why Lukaku is here today are Mourinho and Nainggolan. Nainggolan, apparently, according to Lukaku, what he said, Nainggolan basically told the ownership to buy Lukaku, which is always good. It's always good seeing one of your legends actively helping the club. It's always incredible to see. I mean, you can tell that Nainggolan wants to come back to work for this team. If it's playing, if it's, you know, having a position in the ownership, I don't know, but you can tell that he desperately wants to come back and work for the Roma environment. And he's kind of doing it, even though it's not, you know, passively doing it. He is, he's active, he's helping, he's shared his contact with the Fredkins. Then the negotiations started. He spoke about Lukaku, convincing him about the project, about the fan base, about the environment, how the fans, you know, kind of fall in love with the players and the affection and all of that. So Raja never fails to disappoint. But yeah, I mean, in terms of Lukaku ending this video, I think, yeah, I think a lot has been said about him. As I said many times, we will never know the truth. And yeah, I mean, let's enjoy him. Let's exploit Lukaku's qualities as much as possible, and then hope for maybe a potential permanent move. Expensive one, but you know, you gotta pay money to have quality players. So until June, I'm just going to soak Romelu in. I'm just going to soak his movements, his goals and all of that in. And then we'll see what the future holds. But yeah, I mean, yeah, short live stream today, short video. Speaking about Lukaku's interview, biggest news of today is definitely this, in this international period. And yeah, Italy are playing this Saturday or Sunday, I believe, against Malta. And then against England at Wembley next week. We've got Cristante, Mancini, and a few other players who got a call up. So we'll see if they get any minutes. But yeah, Roma life continues even without football. Yeah, I'll keep you updated on everything Roma related. If you haven't already, smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. If we can get 100 likes in this video, it would be absolutely amazing. Also, don't forget to subscribe to the channel. We're getting closer and closer to 10,000 subscribers. If you have already subscribed, then get your families and friends to subscribe as well. Click the bell notification buttons. You'll be notified every time I post a video from the stadium or not, where I go live. Way easier for me and for you. And yeah, talk to you soon. Let me know your comments and opinions on this Lukaku thing, because what he said is interesting, and I think what he said is definitely will make up a lot of different opinions. So let me know what you think down below, and talk to you soon. Take care. See you all out.